In part 2, Qian Heng exits his room and finds Cheng Yao sleeping on the couch. He questions why she is still there. Cheng Yao explains that she cooked for him but found him asleep when she arrived at the door. Qian Heng inquires if she entered his room, to which Cheng Yao denies and then states she only wanted to rest briefly and dozed off upon hearing the rain. Qian Heng questions how she fell asleep due to the rain, but Cheng Yao insists it can happen. Qian Heng reminds Cheng Yao it's time for work and urges her to leave. Cheng Yao asks for a ride to the office. Qian Heng questions, "Do you think I will give you a ride?" Cheng Yao then decides to freshen up and heads to the washroom to leave promptly. Qian Heng wonders if he fell asleep because of the rain or because of Cheng Yao. He recalls that he fell asleep the last time Cheng Yao cooked for him, as well as yesterday. But then he says it's not possible and concludes that it must be due to the sound of rain. That night, Qian Heng tries to sleep by playing the sound of rain and making noise in the kitchen, but it doesn't help. In an attempt to solve his problem, he hires a maid and instructs her to cook loudly so that he can hear the sound. Despite the maid's efforts, Qian Heng still can't fall asleep. Frustrated, he asks the maid to make the cooking sound even louder. This angers the maid, who tells Qian Heng that he should get treatment if he's sick. She then says that she won't work there anymore and leaves. Qian Heng heads to the office and notices a girl sleeping at a store along the way. She looks like Cheng Yao to him. So he approaches her angrily, asking why she is there. The girl says to Qian Heng, "Sir, would you like to buy something?" After buying some items, he continues on his way. Meanwhile, Cheng Yao is working late at the office. When Qian Heng arrives at the building, even the security guard appears to be Cheng Yao to him. Upon reaching the office, he touches Cheng Yao's cheek. She asks, "Boss, what are you doing?" He explains that he was just checking if she was really there. After saying this, he leaves from there. Cheng Yao blushes. She then goes to Qian Heng and says, "Boss, I am going to cook. Would you like to eat?" Qian Heng says, "There's no need." So she prepares a meal for herself while singing. The sound of her singing makes Qian Heng feel sleepy, and he eventually falls asleep while she sits down to eat. She remarks that the food is delicious. Qian Heng is still sound asleep the next morning. Yufei and Tan capture photos of him and comment, "It's the first time seeing boss sleeping in the office." Cheng Yao arrives and explains, "Boss was working late last night, which is why he fell asleep here." Tan questions her, "How do you know that the boss was in the office last night and working overtime?" Cheng Yao replies, "I was also in the office last night." Now Wu Jun approaches all the employees and invites them to a party he organized. He specifically asks Cheng Yao to come and even bring her sister. Cheng Yao agrees to attend. Wu Jun then questions Qian Heng, "You slept well last night. Who helped you solve this crisis?" Qian Heng refuses to answer. Later, Cheng Yao is having lunch at a restaurant when Qian Heng messages her, but she decides not to answer until she finishes her lunch. Just then, her high school classmate comes here and says, "I can't find any free tables, can I join you?" She responds, "Sure, feel free to sit here." He then asks her, "My company is facing some financial problems, and I need a lawyer to help me resolve them. Can you help me?" She answers, "I specialize in family law, not financial law. Unfortunately, I can't offer any help in this matter." While they are discussing this, Qian Heng arrives and remarks, "Why are you wasting time?" Startled, the person asks Qian Heng, "Who are you?" Qian Heng states, "I am her boss." He then addresses the person, saying, "I don't like it when someone wastes my employee's time." The person then leaves from there. Cheng Yao tells Qian Heng, "I didn't know you eat here." Qian Heng replies, "I came because of you." He shows her the message and says, "You sent this to me." She apologizes, "I was sending it to a friend, not you." Qian Heng reassures her, "It's okay, I wanted to talk to you." He then offers, "I think you'd be better as my life assistant. I'll pay you more than as a lawyer." Cheng Yao tells Qian Heng, "I can work as your assistant, but I also want to be a lawyer." When she returns home, she finds her belongings in her room. Confused, she asks Qian Heng how they got there. He replies, "I brought them because you'll be living here now." Surprised by the news, Cheng Yao calls her friend Ting and says, "I don't understand how my boss suddenly changed so much." Ting, upon hearing this, expresses her surprise and warns her to be cautious with the boss. She suspects that the boss might have a hidden agenda. Cheng Yao assures her that she will be careful. Later, Cheng Yao informs Qian Heng that she is going to the party. Cheng Yao arrives at the destination. Wu Jun inquires, "Why didn't your sister come?" Cheng Yao replies, "I forgot to inform her." Wu Jun suggests, "No problem, how about you give me your sister's number, so that next time when such a party happens, I can inform your sister." Cheng Yao gives Wu Jun her sister's number. Wu Jun sends a friend request to Cheng Yao's sister on WeChat and she accepts it. Qian Heng arrives and asks why he looks so happy. Wu Jun says it's nothing. He then takes a photo with the employees and posts it on WeChat. Cheng Yao's sister likes the photo, making Wu Jun even happier. Wu Jun tells everyone to have fun as he has important work and needs to leave. He then departs. Cheng Yao receives a call from Qian Heng, who informs her that the drain is blocked and asks her to come home quickly. However, Cheng Yao declines the request and ends the call. Later, Qian Heng arrives there. They decide to play truth or dare and also drink a lot. Cheng Yao gets drunk, so Qian Heng offers to take her home. However, Qian Heng insists that there is no need for that as her house is on the way, and he will drop her off. On the way, Cheng Yao vomits due to excessive drinking, which greatly angers Qian Heng. Qian Heng tells Cheng Yao to exit the car, but she refuses, saying she cannot move. Spotting a nearby box, he decides to place her inside it. He begins recording her and states, "This is the proof. You ruined my dress, so you will be responsible for compensating me." Just as he finishes speaking, a courier boy arrives. Qian Heng asks him, "Can you pack her up and come with me to my house?" The courier agrees. At home, Qian Heng asks Cheng Yao to get up. She tries but can't, so she asks for his help. Qian Heng helps her, but she accidentally falls on him. Drunk, Cheng Yao mentioned that she didn't know he was so handsome and that if he weren't so rude, she would have made him her boyfriend. This angers Qian Heng, and he pushes her away, saying, "I'll tell you tomorrow." The next morning, Cheng Yao wakes up and sees Qian Heng in front of her. She wonders if she did something wrong the night before. Qian asks her if his nose is padded. At first, she doesn't understand, but then recalls her actions from the previous night. Feeling embarrassed, she apologizes to him, explaining that she was too drunk. She adds, "You're my boss, so please forgive me." Qian Heng refuses to forgive Cheng Yao and demands that she pay for the problems he faced because of her. He presents her with a bill, which includes the cost of his ruined dress and the courier boy's expenses. Cheng Yao, shocked by the large amount, pleads for mercy and asks if she can pay in installments. However, Qian Heng insists that she must pay the full amount within 2 to 3 days. Cheng Yao expresses her inability to pay such a large sum in such a short time. Qian Heng says he has a second option. Showing her the contract, he states that from now on, she'll do what he tells her to do. He then tells Cheng Yao that there are 2 important rules. The first rule is that she will never enter his room, and the second rule is that she won't take advantage of any situation or try to come close to him. In the evening, they return home from the market with many things. Among them are numerous bottles of water. Cheng Yao questions Qian Heng, "Why did you purchase such expensive water? You can simply drink boiled water." Qian Heng responds, "It won't harm me, but it will affect my image. If you want, you can also drink it." Qian Heng notices that Cheng Yao has bought a security camera. He inquires, "Why did you buy a camera?" Cheng Yao explains, "This camera is for my safety." Qian Heng says, "You don't need this camera at all. I am staying with you, but I have no interest in you whatsoever." At night, he asks Cheng Yao to make dinner. She questions if he really wants to eat at such a late hour. Qian Heng doesn't reply and goes to his room. Cheng Yao decides to order food instead of cooking. Qian Heng struggles to sleep. He comes out and sees that Cheng Yao has ordered food. He insists on only eating food made by her, not from outside. She cooks for Qian Heng while he tries to sleep. She goes to check on him, but decides not to wake him up, assuming he's already asleep. She feels frustrated that she cooked for 2 hours and spent a lot of money, only for him not to eat. The next day, she questions Qian Heng about not eating the previous night. He responds, "You're my assistant, you do as I say." In the evening, Cheng Yao sees 2 men forcing Qian Heng to go with them. She quickly runs over and sprays pepper spray in their eyes. She tells him that she saved his life. Qian Heng responds by calling her stupid, explaining that they are his mom's bodyguards, and they were there to tell him his mom wants to see him. After this, Qian Heng goes to meet his mom. She is pretending to be sick and tells him that her health is very bad and she wants him to get married as soon as possible, but she doesn't understand why he won't listen to her. Qian Heng replies that he doesn't have any free time from work. Hearing this, his mom gets very angry and tells him she will be very upset if he doesn't get married soon. To please her, Qian Heng says he will think about it. Now Wu Jun messages Cheng Yao's sister, Cheng Shi. Cheng Shi informs him, "I have a case to handle tomorrow, let's meet at the supermarket afterwards." Wu Jun reminisces about his high school days and recalls a moment when he was running with Cheng Shi. During the run, he suddenly faints. Cheng Shi promptly lifts him up and rushes him to the medical room. When he wakes up, the doctor advises, "If you are so weak, you shouldn't have exerted yourself. Do you realize how far the medical room is from the playground? Your girlfriend carried you here. The doctor then instructs Wu Jun, your girlfriend mentioned there's chocolate in your pocket. Take it out and have it. When Qian Heng arrives home, Cheng Yao asks, did your mom say anything to you? Qian Heng replies, no. She informs him, I cleaned the entire house today, but I didn't enter your room. I only cleaned the door of your room. He tells her, you don't need to waste your time on such meaningless things. The following day, Wu Jun goes to the supermarket and tries to call Cheng Shi, but a man bumps into him, causing his phone to fall. While he tries to pick up his phone, a girl comes and helps him. This girl is none other than Cheng Shi. They both sit together, eating and reminiscing about their high school days. Cheng Shi thanks Wu Jun for helping Cheng Yao, but she doesn't want her sister to know that she got the job because of her. Wu Jun says that her sister works very hard and is suitable to be a lawyer. They continue chatting while drinking. Later, Wu Jun is drunk and Cheng Shi takes him to a hotel. Wu Jun confesses to Cheng Shi that he has had feelings for her since high school but never expressed them. Saying this, he kisses her and falls on the bed. The next morning, Wu Jun wakes up and seeing himself like this, he wonders if something happened between them. Then he sees a long hair lying next to him, and he becomes happy. Then, he notices money on the table and he questions, what's going on here? And here the part ends.